Let's hope I can get this together because this is about my 80th time recording this. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I'm super excited. Today I'm doing my first pregnancy update, which so happens to be my 21st week update. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, 21st. Yeah, anyways, I'm super excited to document this pregnancy for the second time around. I always love going back and watching my pregnancy with Masynn and just seeing how things were almost 2 years ago. Well, it was 2 years ago when I was pregnant, but I can't believe she's about to be 2, y'all. That's a whole different subject. So I can only imagine how I'm gonna feel 6 months from now when I'm watching this, or a year from now when I'm watching this. Anyways, let's get started. So I wrote some things down here in my notebook so I will not forget, because Lord knows pregnancy brain is a thing. And I just want to say pregnancy brain has not left my body since the last time. But anyways, let's get started. So one thing I realized is I never told y'all my due date, but I told y'all how far along I was in my last video. If you have not seen that last video, I am going to put it up above as well as down below in the description box. But I am due February 20th, so chances are I could have a February baby, and then chances are I could have an early March baby. But I'm more than certain that I'm gonna have a February baby. If you watch my last pregnancy, you know I'm getting this baby out when I need to get the baby out. Psych, I don't know that, but that's what I'm hoping for. Anyways, so I turn a new week every Wednesday. So right now I am currently 22 weeks and 2 days. This is going by really, really fast, y'all. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is my weight. So I'm not going to share exactly how much I weigh because that's too doggone embarrassing. But obviously, if you're familiar with my channel, you know that weight is something that I struggle with a lot. I've been trying to work on my weight for the longest time, and I always just gain, lose, but it is what it is. I can say that I am 15 pounds lighter than what I was when we lived in Georgia. So we left Georgia in May. That was the last time I weighed myself, and I didn't weigh myself again until the day I found out I was pregnant in the hospital, and I was 9 pounds lighter than I was in May. And then when I went to the doctor last week, I was 6 pounds lighter than what I was when I was at the hospital. So your girl has lost some weight. I don't know what it is, but I'm not complaining about it at all. So just some symptoms that I am currently experiencing. One thing that I'm experiencing, and I did not have this with Masynn early on, was a lot of pressure, lower belly to the pelvic region. By the end of the day, I'm in so much pain, and it's like almost every day. I don't know if it's because I have a rambunctious toddler now that I didn't have last time around. I don't know what it is, but I have so much pressure. And by the end of the night, I just want to shower and just go to sleep because there's nothing I can do to relieve the pain at all. This is something that I am going to talk to my doctor about, because the baby's not heavy at this point. At the very most, the baby weighs a pound. So I don't know what it is. I know with Masynn, when I felt that, obviously she was about 7 pounds at the time. So I don't know what it is, but when I tell you it's really uncomfortable, sometimes when we do go out in the day, I'm coming in the house, I'm waddling, and it's not because I have a belly, but because I just have so much pressure. So if you experience that, and especially this early, comment down below what it was, if you know, and what you did to relieve it. And please tell me you had something to relieve it. So I do feel like I am starting to show. I didn't really have a noticeable belly with my daughter until my late 20s, so around like the 28 to 29 week. That's when you could really tell, like, oh, she has a belly. I could still cover it up with certain things that I wore, but now I feel like you can definitely tell that I have a belly. My belly grows weird, so it always forms at the top before it forms at the bottom, which is weird to me. I think that's just because I am overweight. I don't know if that's what everybody else deals with, but it takes a while before I have that perfectly round belly. So I am starting to show now, which is pretty exciting. Another thing is being extremely fatigued by the end of the night. I I know with my first pregnancy, during my first trimester, I was fatigued all the time. All I could do was literally go to work, because at the time I was nannying, so I could go to work for those 4 hours, and by the time I got home, I slept all day. So again, I don't know if it's a mind thing, because I have a toddler, so obviously I cannot sleep all day, but I really haven't been fatigued to that extent. By the end of the day, I am really tired, and I know that's just because I'm doing stuff. I have a child, I have a life, so, but I cannot stay up past 11 o'clock, and I am a night bird. I like to, you know, once my daughter is going to sleep, I like to spend time with my husband. We watch some shows, and once he's going to sleep, that's when I'm up doing my best work for work, and I cannot do that. So I feel like I've been slacking in so many areas because of that. So I did have my first ultrasound this past week, and unfortunately we did not get the gender, which sucks, but eventually I know I'm gonna have the gender sooner or later. We did not get the beats per minute, which also sucks, because you know there are a lot of old wives' tales out there that let you know if the beats per minute is, if it's this high then it's a girl, if it's this low it's a boy. So we didn't get that, and it would just be nice to have. If you're wondering why I didn't get that, definitely check out my first appointment video. It's going to be down below in the description box. I'm definitely starting to feel kicks, or well, I should say I was at 21 weeks. I started to feel kicks because I was not really feeling it before. Feeling those kicks is definitely a reassuring thing, especially my last pregnancy ending in miscarriage just lets me know, like, you're in there, you're alive, and you're well. So I thank God for that feeling. I will say, before my appointment, I really wasn't feeling kicks like that, and it made me a little bit nervous. I did mention to my husband, like, oh, this baby is lazy, because when we looked at the ultrasound, although he or she did move, it wasn't as much as my daughter. Like, my daughter, as soon as her presence was known, she moved a lot. At like 20 weeks, I was feeling heavy kicks with her, and all the time. So that's not what I'm experiencing so much with this pregnancy. But I feel like as soon as I made that comment to my husband, it was a wrap. I was feeling the kicks all the time, so I'm so grateful for that. I really haven't been nauseous or really sick throughout this pregnancy. I've only thrown up 3 times, and again, I'm grateful for that, because being sick throughout a whole trimester, or being sick constantly, oh gosh, I can tell you, I definitely do not miss that aspect of pregnancy at all. So this is a total opposite from how I was feeling with my daughter. I was sick pretty much 80% of my whole pregnancy with my daughter. So this is completely different. 2 things that I definitely cannot eat anymore. One being chicken. I don't even really want to look at it. I might take a bite here and there if it's like a chicken wing, but I really don't have an appetite for chicken, and I'm a huge chicken eater. And avocado. This was my 3rd time throwing up had to do with avocado. I bought an avocado so I could eat with my breakfast, and I ate it, and it literally just, it like sat there, and I felt it sitting there, and I felt it rumbling, and I'm like, oh no, this is not gonna work. So I don't know if it was the particular type of avocado, because it wasn't the normal kind that I pick up, but I'm just gonna stay clear from avocados for the rest of this pregnancy. So I have gotten some questions whether or not we have picked out names. Yes, we have picked out names. If it's a boy, we have his name down pat. We have nothing to worry about. And if it's a girl, we're still kind of figuring out a second middle name. We do the 2 middle name things. My daughter has 2 middle names. My husband has 2 middle names. I do not. So we do want to continue that tradition. So we have not officially picked out a second middle name for if it's a girl. Something else that I've been experiencing this pregnancy that at least I don't remember this. I'm sure I didn't, but I didn't experience last time, has been a lot of anxiousness and a lot of crying. Obviously, I know being pregnant, there's so many hormones going through your body, but I just feel like this is a little bit different. I'm not the type of person to get really anxious, but I've been experiencing that so much. I did talk to the nurse about it when I went to the doctor, and you know, she did tell me, like, number one, obviously you being pregnant, there's a lot of hormones in your body, so that could be it. And then as we talked further and she heard about like my miscarriage and just some things that I have also gone through in the past couple of months, which I didn't really sit there like she was my therapist or anything. We were just talking, and she was just like, okay, I can definitely understand it a little bit more. She did tell me, like, at first she kind of choked it out to just being hormones, but then she's like, okay, with a miscarriage, that can definitely cause a lot of anxiousness in a new pregnancy. And I asked her if depression, do a lot of people experience depression like the second time around, which I wouldn't say that I am depressed, but I will say I am feeling a lot of different emotions that I did not feel the first time around. One thing I did talk about in my first pregnancy was a lot of people don't realize that pregnancy, you think pregnancy is like only a physical thing, but it's a huge mental thing as well. And that's one thing I did not know through my first pregnancy, and obviously this is my second go around, so I know it, but I feel like I'm getting a different side of it. Like, it's been a lot. I don't really talk about it as much, but I do see myself, you know, at the end of the day, like if I had a hard day with my toddler, which I know we all have those hard days. If I had a hard day with my toddler, or it was a stressful day, I'm catching myself crying in the closet. And I think about it later on, I'm like, girl, you have to relax. You can't keep overwhelming yourself like this. So this is something I'm trying to work on a little bit more, but the nurse did tell me that if I feel like I just can't handle it anymore, if I feel like I just can't go on with like my normal daily routines and everything like that, to contact them, which I've still been able to go on with my daily routines. I still get out of bed, you know, I still can do whatever this is with my hair and makeup and all of that, so I'm good. But I do realize that there's just a lot going on that I did not experience the first go around. Another thing that I am loving, that I definitely took advantage of last time, has been showers. Now, showers definitely helped with Braxton Hicks the last time. I'm not having Braxton Hicks, but like I said, with the pressure, at the end of the day, like for example, if my husband's home that day, like if it's a Saturday or Sunday and he's home all day, I will probably shower 3 to 4 times a day. It just relaxes my body. It helps with the pressure. It helps with the anxiousness. So I'm pretty sure our water bill is like $9,000 at this point. And last but not least has been me breaking out. So you cannot tell right now, I'm not even gonna get up close and personal. My chin has been breaking out so much. Again, I did go through this the first time with Masynn, which is kind of making me feel like, is this a girl? But it was worse with Masynn. I was breaking out. I have a lot of hair growing places that I wish it wouldn't grow. That's what I have been going through. So yes, this is everything that I've been experiencing during week 21. It's definitely been a big change compared to the weeks before, because I didn't have pretty much any of this going on. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention is the apps that I'm currently using. I only use What to Expect. I'm not on it as much as I was with Masynn's pregnancy, but I do like to go on there, read some of the different boards to see what people are talking about or doing. So yeah. And then I also wanted to talk about how frequently I'm going to be doing these updates. I don't know. I don't want to do weekly as of right now, because I don't really think I'm going to have that many changes going on. I know that I am going to do an update for next week, because it is going to be my first time meeting with my doctor. So I want to talk to y'all about that. I probably won't do another one until like another appointment. So yeah, probably that. But then probably when we get to like 30 weeks or so, I'll probably start doing them frequently. Let me know what y'all think down below. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If this is your first time watching my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.